Here, right here on WERUradio. WERUradio. We're the home of the urban sound of crime. This urban sound of crime. Pride. This camera was crooked, honey. I had to straighten her up. Is it crooked on there? I'm your girl, Miss Sophia. Hey, I'm here with my special guest, the one and only Timmy Two Times, honey. Hey.
Hi.
We just had a discussion about that, honey. Timmy Two Times. But, baby, we supposed to be talking about your dad, honey, the situation you going through with your dad, because there's a lot of people going through situations with their parents. And I think that you was helping some people, like they say, am I hoping you, baby? Carlton Pearson. I hope you, baby.
Yeah.
But the CEO is here. Hey, George.
Hey, George.
George, talking about he wasn't talking today. You got a mouth? You talking? As long as you in here, you talk.
I'm listening to this conversation. It was really, really good. And you were doing a great therapy session. And I think a lot of people are being helped by it. And I was listening in. So go ahead and continue.
So to fill you in on the situation, Timmy Two Times said he was here and his dad came to visit him. And then it's just like, his dad was negative while he was there, but they ain't say nothing. So he said he called the dad once he left. And the dad got some things off his chest, and he called you some choice names, and you had a problem with it. Y'all had a heated discussion, honey. And you were saying that your dad said exactly what he wanted to say to you, and I was asking you, but did you say exactly what you wanted to say to him?
Well, see, that's the thing. So when it started off, I definitely I said what I wanted to say to him first, and I think his rebuttal was trying to rip me to shreds, and that's when he called me the F word. He called me a punk A B. He
called you a faggot.
Oh, that word.
You punk ass bitch.
Oh yeah. Oh, we can say these words on here, okay? Because I got.
Yeah, we gotta keep it real. Because the thing about it is, thank God that we're over here in this space where we can say that, because it's just like with the whole situation with what's going on in Ukraine. It's just like, I say that we have seen the images. So now you don't have to show us the images every time you do the story. But right. George says that you need to show the images every time you do the story, because sometimes we get relaxed and we forget. And we just, So it's just like the reality of the situation is that we were talking about earlier, you and I, words have meanings and words hurt. So it's just like he didn't call you the F word. He said the word.
Yeah, he called me. He said he couldn't stand my faggot ass, and I was a punk ass bitch, and I was bougie. And I was just like, wait a minute, what did you say? Mind you, I'm doing laundry. So I'm just like, I'm like, did you repeat that again? And he said it again. I said, you better be lucky I'm not there in Ohio, because I will put my hands on you. And then next, he hung up the phone. I was like, did he just hang up the phone on me? And I tried to call him back, and he would not answer the phone.
And see, that's what I was telling you earlier, because he's not ready to sit down at a table, come to a table and have an honest discussion with you where you're able to express yourself. And he knows that now. It's just like when he could have said those things to you when you were a child, and you couldn't respond the way you wanted to respond as a child because you didn't have those words. But now you know how to handle yourself, and you can have a conversation with him, adult to adult.
Exactly.
And although you are my dad and you're still the adult of the adults in this situation, but my communication skills are better. And now it's just like, you said what you have to say, but you can't handle what I have to say, because if you could, that conversation would have went on. So that lets me know that that's not a person that's willing to come and sit at a table and have an honest conversation with you about the situation. He's not looking for a resolve, which is what you want.
But the thing also is, like, I talked to my parents about this before when I came out, and my mom, she apologized and all that stuff. Like, I wish things would have been different. But I was like, I don't hold that against you. I mean, you have one time to be a parent. Sometimes you don't do things the right way. That's okay. But I just feel like when you have kids, you have to be able to talk to your kids. And at that point in time, my dad was not talking to me. He was not trying to have a conversation with me. He was trying to make me feel bad, trying to destroy me, trying to just make me feel bad. And I'm just like, well, why? Like, why now?
And what age? What age are you talking about?
I'm talking about what the situation just happened, because we're both grown, and you can talk to me as a grown man and let me know how you feel without being disrespectful to me like that.
But the thing about it is, your dad not here, and I'm just going on assumptions.
He ain't.
Your dad has not processed the reality of what is.
Well,
and if he's not processed that, you cannot accept what you have not processed.
But what do you think about this? Because a month later, he called me. I was laying in my bed watching TV, eating my ice cream, and I saw the name on my phone. I was like, oh. I was okay. You grown. You got to handle your business. Answer this phone call, because I did not want to answer. I was gonna block him, and I let him talk. And he said, you know, when you told me you was gay a long time ago, it really did something to me. It messed me up. It made me drink more and stuff like that. I'm like, you've already had a drinking problem. So don't try to, because what he was trying to do was he was trying to make it seem like my gayness was just destroyed his life, basically. And I was like, but why didn't you let me know this before? Like, why did you hold this in for so many years? I said, if you don't appreciate me and you don't respect me for being gay and you don't agree with my lifestyle, just let me know so I can know and I can know how to handle you. But it really wasn't even the fact that he doesn't respect my lifestyle, because a lot of people don't respect us for being gay. I'm okay with that, but it's just the words that you said. Those words, you calling me a faggot and all this stuff like that. Like, where, like, why, what?
But, and from what you just said, your dad tried to put your being gay on his drinking problem.
Boom.
So your dad, if your dad cannot accept responsibility for his own drinking problem, what makes you think your dad is going to accept responsibility for how he's treating you?
And that's why I said, but you know what? I appreciate you for this. You don't ever have to worry about me coming over to the house. That's how you feel. I definitely understand that. And we can go our separate ways. You ain't got to worry about seeing me again.
But see, this is the thing. That's not what you want.
It's not, but you
Hold
have
on.
to.
That's not what you want. So if that's not what you want, don't have those conversations with him. Because hold on. Because what he's going to do is take that, which is what he wants. You know, it's kind of like when people say that, like the Supreme Court Justice, we just had her hearing. She's a black woman. And people already have these preconceived notions of how black women react and how black women are. So if she had reacted the way that they wanted her to react, she probably would have lost some votes.
Yeah, but if I don't have the...
Hold on, but she didn't give them that. And she got what she wanted, which is to be on the bench. You can't give your daddy that.
Right.
Because you're not going to get what you want when you give him what he wants. He wants you to react that way. So he could be justified in his mind. He could be justified for not wanting you in his life. He's very disrespectful. He da-da-da. Now, he could call you disrespectful. He could say everything that you do that is disrespectful. He could name and the date, the time, and the place. But when it comes to him pointing out his own disrespect to his child, he can't do that.
Yeah, because that's what I told him. I said, you're not going to try to put this back on me. But I just feel like if I did say that, what else am I supposed to do? Because, you know, I'm grown. I handle my own business. Again, this is my fourth state I've lived in. I've been all over the place. I'm not, if you don't agree with my lifestyle, I'm okay with that. But it's the disrespecting me that really took me over the edge. So it's just like, I can't sit in the same space with you. So, I mean, what else am I supposed to do?
But it's like y'all haven't had y'all need to have the conversation. Y'all need to have conversations. You can't have the conversation by yourself. You got to have the conversations with your dad. And he got to come to the table and being open and honest. And the thing about it is, like I said, if you don't want the results that you want, the results that you want with you and your dad, I assume are you want your dad, you want to have a relationship with your dad just like you see other people having happy, healthy relationships with their dad. So that's the result you want?
Yeah, I mean, I do, but we've always, our relationship has always kind of struggled anyway.
Okay, but listen, if you want a healthy relationship with your dad, like you see other people having healthy relationships with their dad, every action that you take have to work towards that. And that's why I say if you want to have a healthy relationship with your dad, the conversation that, well, okay, well, you disrespect me and da-da-da, and I don't need to see you anymore, you can get out of my life, and that's not going to get you the result you want. You have to say, as an adult, sometimes you are right. You are right a lot of times. In this situation, you're definitely right because these are your feelings and nobody can tell you that your feelings are wrong. So you're definitely right. But sometimes you have to accept the fact that you're right, but still maneuver in the situation as though you're wrong.
I mean, I really have no choice because all of my family is there. So when I go home, at some point I'm definitely going to have to deal with it, but he's going to have to deal with his own demons and face his own situation before he can ever fix anything with me, because it's all going together.
Exactly.
He can't even work on his own self. And I've been fighting this battle for over 20 years. 20 years, 2-0, child. At what point do you I got to keep going on my life, baby. This is holding me back.
No, it's not. You holding you back. Because hold on, I don't know, and I just said this at a break, at an earlier break today. I just said this at a break, during a break today. I said, sometimes you have to turn it over to God, honestly. Turn it over to God and say, God, you know what I want, work it out. I'm bringing this here and I'm leaving it at your feet. I'm not coming back to get it. I need for you to work this out. And you have to leave it there. Because what you're doing is you're saying, I'm tired and I'm doing this and I'm doing this and I'm just, it's not you. You can't fix it. You cannot fix it. So the thing about it is, like you said, I'd have moved to LA, I'd have moved to Atlanta, I'd have moved to New York, I'd have moved to, I'd have do this. What you running from? What you running from? Because the thing about it is, the same thing that was in Atlanta, it's in New York, right?
No, I mean, for me, these steps that I have taken have always been steps that I've wanted to take as a kid. I never wanted to live in Ohio. I always wanted to live in New York or California. So I gave myself a game plan. By default, I went to Atlanta, but that was because my parents kicked me out. And then I said, okay, I'm going to go to New York because I've always wanted to go to New York. I'm going to do my 5 years, and then, baby, I'm punching it to L.A. And that's what I did.
So what did you want to do? What was your goal when you moved to New York? What did you want to do?
I feel like my goal for New York, child, I was going to New York. I really didn't even know.
Okay, so hold on. So what was your goal in moving to L.A.?
My goal with moving to L.A. was just to continue my happiness. I found my new passion for sewing and creating and being open with that and being able to express myself in my clothing and stuff like that. So that's what I did.
So now, what is your new goal? Where you want to move to next?
Actually, right now, I think I'm gonna chill for a little bit because I don't want to keep moving. Like, I want to find me a spot that I'm stable with. And you know, it's taken me a couple years, but LA is kind of starting to sink in for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to like it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't really see myself right now going anywhere. So now that you're in LA, what is it that you really want to pop off for you in LA? Get my OnlyFans started. On this playing. No, I just want. Well, I do have a vision board. I have things that I want. I just want to just stay happy and just stay in a good space. Like, I've been through a lot and I've learned a lot about myself. I've gotten comfortable with myself. And that's something that I learned from moving to New York. So I just want to just, you know. What's on the vision board? You can't tell everybody what's on your vision board, child. No, man, you can't. Because I've done stuff like that before when I lived in Atlanta to move to New York, because I was not supposed to stay in Atlanta for 12 years. Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be in and out, baby. And every person that I told my dreams and aspirations of moving to New York, they fucked everything up. They told me, why would you? It was so much bad stuff that to the point when I left, a lot of people didn't deal with me because they were they were jealous of me. Because they told you not to leave. Yeah, I read the post. Yeah, and then when I moved to LA, I only told like 3 people I moved to LA. I stayed in LA for 3 months before I told anybody. People was asking me to hang out. What you doing? I'm at work or I'm at home. I was at home, but I wasn't in that state. But listen, this is the reason I asked you that. What's on your vision board? Mm-hmm. Whatever's on your vision board. If you turn your situation over to your dad, turn it over to God, the situation with your dad, you'll have more time and more energy to deal with stuff that's on your vision board. Okay. But you trying to fix the situation between you and your dad, you're taking away time from working on whatever's on your vision board. And that's what it is, because I told you I just moved into my new place in January, and it's now about to be May. And the past 2 or 3 weeks, I'm just now getting my back. Like, I'm just now feeling my creative spirit is coming back, because I'm slowly but surely that situation, I'm letting it go. But it definitely did hit me right in the face because I was not expecting that. You know what I'm saying? So.
But you know what? And it's just like, and I tell everybody, and including me, God put us in situations because sometimes we get so comfortable, but there have always been like, signs that, hey, you need to end this.
But
this
let me
needs
ask
to be
you a
over.
question. So when I pray about these things and I tell God, give it to God and let him handle it, maybe the answer that I want is not the answer that I should be getting. Maybe it's God say, well, you just need to leave your dad alone. This is not for you to be for y'all to be buddy again. This is a sign. This is who your father is. You need to accept it and you need to move on with your life. Because we can pray for things, but we don't always, the things that we want are not always the things that we should be getting. That's not the things that God has given to us.
But hold on. The thing about it is, when I say you pray to God, you give it to God, and you leave it there. You don't mess with it. Who invited your dad to your new place in L.A.?
I did.
Why did you invite him?
Because my parents had talked about coming out to see me for a very long time. They only came to visit me once in New York, and they was like, we really want to come out to see you. It was really supposed to just be my mom and my auntie, but he wasn't going to come. But I was like, no, why don't you come? You've been saying you want to come. You should come. And when he came, it was just like.
Well, hold on. So you turned the situation over to God with your dad. You prayed about it, and you invited your mama and your auntie to L.A. to visit you.
No, this was after the fact. I didn't pray about that. There was no issues. The issue didn't resurface until they came here and until after he left. That's when I was like, okay, we need to have a conversation because you came here, your attitude, your energy, because I'm an energy person. I'm a Cancer.
But hold on.
So I sensed the energy. I was like, something is not right. And when I talked to him, and then that's when I told him how I felt, and that's when he went off on me. I was like, oh, okay.
So he hasn't changed.
Pretty much.
So you thought he had changed when you invited him out.
I thought he had changed because I go home all the time. Me and my dad spend time together. We take car rides. We listen to music. We laugh. We joke. All these things. Like, he's met my friends, everything. So that's why it was such a shock when he said those things to me, because I'm like, well, where is this coming from? We've rebuilt our relationship over 20-something years, and you come back to hit me with the same shit, Flav? You brought me back to the same shit again, Flav? Like, come on now.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get in contact with Dad. I'm gonna get his side of the story.
His ass right over there, baby, because I can't. I'm at a point, if you can't deal with me, you don't like me, you disrespect me. My feelings may be hurt, but I gotta keep it moving.
Yeah, you keep it moving, but you turn it over to God, and God is going to fix that situation, and God is going to handle that situation. And God forbid that he is not on his deathbed before he realizes, what he's missing out on. Because, how many situations that we've seen our friends that have been in situations, the same situation that you're in, but it takes them being on their deathbed before they call you to their sick room to, I just want to say, I'm sorry.
But then do you believe that just because they're on their deathbed? Is that something... Just because you're leaving this world and crossing over, you're saying this. Are you saying these things because you really mean it, or because, well, shit, I'm feeling bad, I'm messed up, let me just go ahead and say this?
It depends on what your prayer is. If your prayer is, Lord, before he leave this earth, I just want to hear him say I'm sorry, then that is your answer.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I can deal with that. It's
you and the person, but. The thing about it is you have to just turn it over to him and leave it alone. And then it's just like, don't invite him, don't invite him to spaces when you know he's the same person.
Yeah, we good.
It's just like until you see some signs that this person is no longer who they showed me they were, then I'm not fixed to be bothered with him. It's just like, yeah, he's gonna always be my dad, but right now it's just like I done put him
over. As Vivica Vox said, put back there.
Yeah. Somebody else, God, he's in the hands of God right now. So I'm only going to move on his behalf when God gives me instructions. I'm not inviting him to my place until God said, you need to bring your dad. Your dad ready to come down here. Okay, Dad. Okay, God, I'm going to bring, hey, Dad, what you doing? Come on down in there. Until then, honey, it's just like, you just got to, He's the same person. Focus on you. Focus on you because that's what he's doing. He's focusing on him.
And I think about, I definitely think he will change because even in that month of us having that situation when he called me those names, my mom would tell me all the time, all he do is talk about you. All he do is talk about you. But then when we get on the phone, it's the...
But right, and it's just like, we need to go to break, honey. But it's just like, it's the black man syndrome. The black man syndrome. They don't want. He do all of that. But then he go and he talk. Why can't he talk to? Why can't he talk to you like he talked to your mama?
It's that toxic masculinity. It's like they have to. To be a man is to be a man. Is to not. You can't cry. You can't show defeat. You can't. You got to be angry. You got to be aggressive. You got to be. I can't show you that I love you in a sensitive way. I got to show you, because a lot of us, including me, growing up, the way I grew up with my father, I was kind of scared of my dad. It wasn't a lovey love relationship with my father. It was, oh, your dad, don't nobody mess with your dad fight, your dad this. And that came into me, and then they used to say my dad looked like Candyman. So, and you know, Candyman used to wear me the fuck out. So that was a whole nother thing. So I'm like, damn, my dad looked like fucking Candyman. So now I'm about to get hooked.
But see, and I thought about this when you was talking. Your dad, I think your dad is one of these African American men that don't see, when you say that my child is gay or my child is a homosexual, your dad is one of those African American men that don't see us as real men because we're gay. Period. And it's just like, he can't have a conversation with you as an adult because he don't feel like he's having a conversation with another man. I feel like I'm having a conversation with somebody. This a punk.
But you, like, you can say that. But if you look at all my accolades and all the things that I have achieved over this year, it's like, I'm not a man.
You talking about your dad, and it's just not. If that's your definition. Of a man. But your dad's definition of a man is the opposite of your definition. Your dad's definition of a man is him.
But what it is also is that when you, no matter what you have or what you've achieved, when you put that gay on there, it just cross everything out for some people. It don't matter what it is. Like, you gay, okay, I'm done.
Hold on. What makes you different?
What you mean, what makes me different?
What makes you different when, you know, you put that gay on there, then it crossed out a whole lot of other things for other people, including your dad?
It makes it different because I know who
I didn't say what makes it different. What makes you different? Because you're not the only person in that situation.
It doesn't make me different, but I'm just saying that that's how a lot of people perceive when people are gay. Like, they look at it as, okay, you can be okay, this, and that, but when they find out you gay, it's just like they don't want to. It's like whatever you have, whatever you've done, they don't care. It's like, but it's like we in 2020. What's year? 2019. We in 2022, baby. Things have changed, baby. You can't come out. You can't be like that. You can't do us like that.
Let me tell you something. The reality of the situation of what you're saying is the people who know that they need gay people in their lives, they're going to fake the funk in your face to get what they want out of you because they know, well, okay. So it's just like, that's the reality.
So then don't throw if you're going to do that anyway, don't throw the GAY on it. It's the same thing. You're just using that as another excuse.
It's only when they use that when they don't need you. Anybody that needs something that you have and they could profit off something that you have, they're gonna use that. They're gonna use you, and then they're gonna fake the fuck like they care for you. I'm telling you, I just been in a situation. I was just in a situation where I know this person don't like gay people.
Let me say this though. I feel like, for me, like, I've struggled with my gayness for a very long time, and you know, now that I'm grown, and when people first look at me, they still don't know that I'm gay right off the bat. Maybe it's when I start talking and the purse come out, whatever. But I used to always think when I was younger, if I would have just started off as being extremely flamboyant, I would have knocked all that out. All those people that wasn't fucking with me, dealing with me, they would know from the jump. It wouldn't be that you would meet me and find out who I am. Then when you find out that I'm gay, then you would just be like, oh, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I don't really have that issue now, but I'm just saying, just in general, like I just always had a respect for people that were more flamboyant because, for one, it takes a very strong and courageous person to be like that and to deal with so much disrespect and bullshit.
But I'm gonna say this: we need to go to break. We're gonna go to break. I'm gonna say this: those people have issues too.
They do,
and it's just like their issues are. They're the same as yours. They have issues, but it's just like the conversation is different, but it's the same conversation.
But it's like, it crosses off that because some of us want what other people have, or vice versa, whatever. But it's like when you see them, it's just right off the front, boom. But
it's just like they still have issues. All gay people have issues,
right?
And it's just like they're different. They're coming from a different individual, but they're the exact same issues. The transgender community, when people find out that their gay son wants to be, a woman, when people find out that their gay daughter wants to be a man, when people find out that their gay son is a top, when people find out that their gay son is a bottom, when people find out, they all have issues. And it's the same issue, but it's just in a different package. Same thing. But we're going to take a break and we're going to come back. We'll probably be done for the day because we talked for 30 minutes.
Oh, we're not coming back to talk no more?
Yeah, we're going to have one more break. I'm your girl, Miss Sophia. Hold it down right here. WERUradio. WERUradio. We're the home of the urban sound of pride. WERUradio. We're the home of the urban sound of pride, honey. I'm in here with my guest, Timmy Two Times. Hey, Timmy.
Hey, Timmy.
Timmy came in here and brought us this loaded subject, honey. But Timmy said, listen, I don't want to be in therapy all day, honey. So we're not going to do this last break on that situation. We just going to talk. What you want to talk about, honey?
Well, it's a lot of things I want to talk about. But first thing, baby, so I'm staying at my friend's house, and they always be talking about I don't have no butt. But I feel like I got butt because I be doing squats like that. So he had this booty cream in the bathroom. So before I put this damn jumpsuit on, I done put this booty cream on. Child, my booty is tingling. And I put some on my titties, so my titties feel tingled and lifted, and my booty is, I don't know what's going on over here. I think it's growing already.
I don't know what's going on either, but you need to put your mask on. Maybe COVID on it. You coming from LA too? Put your mask on. You supposed to be quarantined anyway, coming from LA.
Child, y'all more free in here in Atlanta than we are in LA, child.
Baby, we don't have it running rapid like y'all got it in LA, honey.
Y'all is close to Florida, honey. So
baby, but y'all cases are higher than Florida's.
Well, I don't know about they cases, but my case is staying in the house.
But hold on, let me see. Stand up, let me see your booty. Let me see if the cream working. Let me see. Stand up, let me see your booty. Let me see if the cream working. Come on. What you waiting on? No, you said your booty is there.
It's where it's tingling. I feel
your
like
breast,
tingling sensation.
You say your titties, honey. So how many titties you have?
Titties. It's a set of two.
No, them breasts, honey. Breasts are two dogs and cats and cows and titties, honey. They have a lot of.
I'm not in a trainer bra no more, so I guess they is, Oh.
So you sure that cream got you itching? It ain't the gentleman collar?
Now, what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna be on this air trying to say things like that. Just because I had 5 gentlemen come through in the past couple of months since I moved to my new place, you're not gonna do me like that. Because my numbers is lower than a lot of these people. Okay.
Oh. Child, Timmy, I'm gonna have to find Timmy. What you like, honey? We gotta find. You gotta hook you up because you want to be in a relationship, a serious relationship, right?
I want a man. Okay, so this is my thing. I have been single since I was right before my 25th birthday. I will be 39 on July 7th. Mm-hmm. I have talked to guys. If it doesn't last more than 3 months, it's annulled. It does not count. It does not exist. I don't motherfucking know you.
Oh my God.
But I told myself by the end of this year, if I ain't got no man, I'm getting a dog. I want a wolf dog. Like, I want a dog to look just like a wolf. I want him to be black. I want him to be a male. I want him to be kind of aggressive, but
you gonna have a dog?
Yeah, I've had dogs. I used to work at a pet store. I used to go to
I'm talking about you gonna have relations with a dog.
Oh, you nasty child.
No, you the one nasty. You move from dogs.
Ain't nothing on that dog big enough for me, baby. But I don't know. I like all type of guys. I just like a guy to have something going on for himself. At least have a car, child. Because a lot of these men ain't got no car, especially in LA. They be like, oh, can you come pick me up or I'm going to Uber to you? Like, girl, where's your car? Where is your car? Come on now. Height don't matter because, I mean, I'm tall. So, it's very rare that I find somebody my height, even though I have had a couple of situations with some gentlemen that are around my height, but it did not work.
Listen, I don't understand why you going through what you going through when it comes to a relationship. Do you go to the LA Laker game?
You know what? I can't.
You don't go to the Laker game?
You know what? I was just saying the other day. I need to step my up. And
yeah, because you got to put yourself in situations.
In different situations.
Yes, because
I don't play basketball, but I could be at the game eating hot dogs.
And who knows? You may end up taking the hot dog home.
As long as ain't none of them that nachos or that chili, honey, because I won't.
But let me tell you something. Y'all got LA. You got LA, the Lakers, and you got the LA Clippers. And everybody on that team ain't straight. On those teams, not straight. So why don't you put yourself in a position where they can see you?
But the thing about it is, I think it is just not my timing to be in a relationship because I have been in so many situations with guys and it's just not clicking. So I just feel like it's not for me. Now, right before I left New York and came to LA, this lady at my job, she do psychic readings. I didn't ask her for a reading. She just walked up to me and was like, listen, you gonna move to LA, you ain't gonna like it, but you gonna have a man. And your mannequin got a spirit in it. So somebody is living in your mannequin. So pick it up. And I was okay, girl, whatever. But I just don't think it's my time. It's just not my time.
Why it's not your time? You don't feel it's
because I don't know. The people I have in my circle in my life, a lot of them are in relationships and have been in relationships, and it's constantly up and down. And I don't want to say
what's constantly up and down. Their relationships
and just the stories that I've heard that people have talked to me.
See, there's your mistake right there. That's your mistake right there.
You're right.
The right person can't come in your life because you already done counted them out because of what you see your friends.
No, I'm jacked. I'm on this app. I'm on this app. The door's open, baby.
But hold on. But then you say the door is open. You on Jack and you on this app and you on.
I took them off my phone.
So don't be mad when the relationship don't go for 3 months because they still on Jack. They ain't deleted their Jack account. They just got somebody to Jack with on the regular for 3 months.
That's the thing that you say because these same people, just because you meet them in a social setting, that don't mean they don't have the app. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And I just feel
but are they active on the app? That's what we're saying.
Yeah, I just feel like I have tried to get in a relationship. I was in one for 2.5 years. When the time comes, the time is going to come, baby. But I can no longer sit around here waiting, honey. I'm supposed to be sewing and stitching and scraping and partying and having cocktails. I ain't got time for that. I just need that man to walk up and knock on my door and say, I want to be with you. I'm going to be like, okay.
Somebody walk up and knock on your door, honey. You know you called the police. Get the hell away from
with
my
that ring
door.
alarm I got on my front and back door, I'm going to just be like, hey, Michelle, you walk up on my door, I'm like, get the fuck off my porch, bitch.
Baby. It's somebody out there for you.
I mean, it definitely is.
But you got to know what you want, Timmy.
I do know what I want.
What do you got to know exactly what you want.
I know what I want. I just told you what I want.
No, you didn't.
I just need a man that got a car.
But hold on.
Actually, I got a Chili's checklist. It got like 32 items on there, a list of 32 things.
And then you got to get out of your head what your friends going through in their relationship.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But what they going through in their relationship, that don't mean you gonna go through it in yours.
I do. Okay, so last summer I embarked on a lesbian relationship. For those of you who don't know what a lesbian relationship, I mean, for the aesthetics, if you're looking at me, you would definitely consume. I'm a man, but I definitely like to throw these legs up to the moon. Maybe 90% of the time. I'm sorry, maybe a lot of you, I've messed you guys up, but it is what it is. So I embarked on having a sister relationship with another person of the same preference as me, and it was a wonderful, blissful 2.5 months of fun and everything, but it just did not work.
Well, let me ask you this. I don't want to get in your business, but I want to get in your business.
Get into it, baby. Let's go.
Why it didn't work?
It didn't work because I feel like this person wanted me to do so. He wanted to be more or less the top, and I didn't want to do that, child. I went to the store. I got all these things just to enhance me, to make me perform the way he wanted me to perform. But baby, let me tell you something. When it's something that you don't want to do, you don't do it, and that's the thing. All these men be trying to force me to be a top child, and that's just not me.
But wait, what did you expect? You get in a relationship with a person that like the same thing that you like?
Because this was my online crush, and that's always been my issue. When I was younger.
Hold on. Wait a minute. See, you have a pattern of doing this.
Girl, shut up.
You have a pattern.
So when I was living here, I did not definitely live in my truth. I definitely always identified myself as a verse set, more or less a verse top, but it definitely was not that set. So I would always end up in these situations, honey, because I'm definitely more attracted to more bottom-ish type of guys. So when they would come through, we would do patty cake and rock, paper, scissors, who go do who. So now that I'm definitely more or less living in my set, it's just like, I can't help I like what I like.
But when you start living in your set? After this lesbian relationship?
The last couple of years. But it was...
because you said the lesbian relationship just happened.
Listen, this was my crush. This was my Instagram crush, my crush on Jack. And we decided just to meet one day, and it was just like the bond was like incredible. We had so much fun. Like when we met at the Abbey, which is a bar in LA, and we stayed together for like 3 days. He stayed at my house, I stayed at his house. Like we was just like, and then it was just like, what the hell is going on? Like we don't know what's going on, but we just gonna make it work. And he didn't mind using his equipment. So baby, long as whatever you say you are, long as you can use what you need to use and you give me what I want and I need, then we okay for a period of time.
Well, hold on. You could not possibly think that you were going into a relationship with your crush who liked the same things that you like, and then you were not going to be able to satisfy them like they were satisfying you.
But that's the thing, though. A lot of people get into these relationships and they get into relationships, these quote unquote tops, whatever, and then the top is cheating on them with somebody, and the top is getting bent over.
But that's what you was gonna create. That's what you created, because you know that child liked what you like, and then he gave you what he liked, which was probably out of his comfort zone. So he was thinking that you was gonna return the favor. So if y'all had continued to be in a relationship, because y'all was clicking and y'all understood each other, y'all bonded well and all of that. So if that person got ready to go and get what he liked and you didn't want to give it to her, if they stepped outside the relationship, you was gonna still be able to be in a relationship with that person and allow them to step outside the relationship to be satisfied sexually?
That's a question for
you to answer.
That's a question, because that's why I feel like a lot of people sometimes you get into these open relationships because they like the person, but the person doesn't satisfy them completely, but they like the person, they want to be with the person, but it's just that little thing, and it's the sex that's just not giving them what they need, so they go out and they do this. I don't know if I could do this, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like if we together for a couple years and we go to the DR. Child, I got in trouble with DR, honey, but that's a whole nother story.
What's the DR?
The Dominican Republic.
Oh.
Child, yeah, I almost went to jail down there, but that's a whole nother story.
Down there trying to get some sex.
No, I mean, I was trying to do what I would do, but I was not going to pay. And just because I didn't pay, they was trying to lock a bitch up. And
then they said they don't be one but $10. You ain't have $10.
It was just in my spirit, I'm not paying. Why? I feel like I'm an attractive person.
That ain't what they doing in the DR.
But I told them that. But I think I was, like my friend said, you was telling them in English. They was talking to you in Spanish. They ain't hear nothing you said.
$10, Timmy.
It was $20 actually.
$20.
But I told them, I was like, we're not doing that. No.
So what did y'all? Well, now you can't just look. We gonna be over with. Listen.
Where I just started.
Because I want to know. What happened. How did y'all?
They ended up stealing my pesos and a copy of my passport.
A copy?
Because it was always told my friends to go down there, like, don't ever, because you're supposed to walk around with your documentation, because sometimes like the officers and stuff like that will ask you for your information, and don't ever have your actual passport. So we made copies of the passport and we hid our original passports in our room.
Safe.
Yeah. So when I had my copy of my passport and my pesos in my pocket, and I had a little bit too much
to drink,
a little bit too much Tito's and cranberry juice, child, and it definitely sent me over the edge.
And where were y'all when he got your passport, copy of your passport?
In the apartment.
So how much he wanted 20, but he ended up stealing way more than 20, huh?
Child, I don't whatever I had left on it. When I tell you I had blew through, I don't even know how I blew. I blew through about $500-$600 in 2 days. I was like, what is going on? I got to go back home. But wait. I left 2 days early. I was like, bitch, I gotta go.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Now he was charging 20, but he ended up getting 200.
Exactly, and then the gag was he still called the police to come to try to get me for not paying him. But you stole my pesos.
So you almost went to jail.
Thank the Lord for burglar bars. That's the only thing that saved my life.
Cause you didn't let him in. Police?
We didn't let him in, and then
you didn't let the police in.
We did because one of my friends was messing with one of the natives, and the natives could speak English and Spanish, and he was talking to us, and he was just like, "Just tell them the United States Embassy. We're going to get the United States Embassy on you if you keep harassing us." So once we said that, there was like, "Oh, we don't want no problems," and they left.
Oh, so that's the gift. That's the gift, honey. You let everybody know. Once the police approach you in the DM, honey, you just let them know. Don't have me call the embassy.
There we go.
So he had got your stuff.
Child, they had got my stuff.
I have a question.
Answer.
So they be selling nookie and it's like legal. So the police come in if you don't pay the person.
Now hold on before you answer. Hold on before you answer, because I don't think it's legal. Now you're gonna tell us the truth, but I don't think it's legal. I just think it's known, and it's kind of like a club owner knowing that he in here selling liquor with no license, but he have some police officers that'll work with him. Oh. Is that what it is over there?
Pretty much. I feel it's like, okay, so they don't really like Americans. They think Americans have money, so they're kind of against us. So we stayed in the village area. We stayed in an Airbnb right in like this main gay strip. Everybody was selling kitty cat and meat, from the tattoo artists to the police officers, the security officers. It was people, and the dudes was telling like, we have families and stuff like that. We just got to support our family, because they know that the gays are coming to DR to have sex, and they're giving them what they want for 20 pesos. But it's like, it's $20 in America, but I think it's like 1,000 or 2,000 pesos equals $20 in US dollars, whatever. But everybody's giving out. And the fact that they feel like it's disrespectful if you come down there and you don't pay them, so that's why they called the police. Because they was like, oh, you're not going to come down here. We know you got money, and you're going to play my people. And the poverty rate is high, really high there. Like,
so you say the police officer, you could buy police officers too?
Everybody, all selling it.
So see, there you go.
The tattoo
if
artist,
the police officers out there, you sell it to the police out there. The police officer, like, oh, if you getting over on him, I look at that as you getting over on me. Come on, put your hands behind you.
If you into that kinky stuff like me, baby, they got them handcuffs and that bat and stuff like that, baby. You got you a done deal, baby.
But you don't want to pay.
I just it was just in my spirit. I just felt like, I was like, I just can't.
But you paid more than everybody.
I did, and then my friend was like, when I see him tomorrow, I'm gonna beat his ass. So we walk around the village and we see him, and he was like, child, I can't fight him. I was like, why? You talked all that mess. You supposed to whoop his ass.
Because they're cute. They handsome. So cute. They handsome and fine. They are handsome and fine. Because my girlfriends go over there and they be posting videos and pictures and everything, and they are so handsome and so fine. And they be sitting up there kissing on them and everything. They make you feel like you are the only one.
They got this one spot that you can go to. We couldn't get there that night, but everybody, you go into the room and all the dudes just line up. And you just pick which one you want, and you take them to the back room. I was trying to go there that night, but it didn't happen. But we went to the sauna, but the sauna was like a club, because you go in there, there's neon lights, there's a bar downstairs, there's jacuzzi. You go to the second floor, they got a hot tub, they got a sex room, they got a bathhouse, they got a porn room, they got a dark room. They got all these rooms. It's like going into a nightclub over in like Amsterdam. Music is bumping, the strobe lights is going. Take a trip.
No. See, and that's the reason why you can't.
Girl, don't do that.
That's the reason why you can't get no satisfaction over here, because you got all them spirits in you from the DM.
I didn't do nothing with nobody there.
That's but listen, but mentally, like you saw all of that. You saw all of that. So you are.
So what
Baby.
you saying? I just need to get baptized again and staged all the way down and just like to find a man. What are you trying to say, baby?
Once baptized, always baptized.
Because I stopped with the porn. I ain't watched no porn. I haven't been on these sites. It's been about a week, and I feel like a born again virgin. I done came here to Atlanta. I done took my jack that's not on my phone. I'm not searching. I'm not looking. I'm pure.
Oh my God.
A week, ladies and gentlemen, a week.
Y'all know how hard it is out here. Shit, don't play.
Oh my God. You should have came at 2.
Child.
It is 6 o'clock. We need to go.
No. I need to tell them where y'all gotta find me. Y'all gotta look for me. Y'all follow me over. Wait, I don't have time.
No, I don't need my people getting tied up in you and your shenanigans, honey. No, ma'am. You're not finna corrupt their minds, honey.
Listen.
Child. Find him in DM jail.
We're not gonna do that, baby.
Dominican Republic, honey.
That was like 5 or 6 years ago. That was so back there.
That was not.
That was so long ago.
That was not no 5 or 6 years ago.
That's when I had first moved to New York.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, when the last time you been to the DM?
I to the DM?
Yeah.
To the DN or to the DR?
DR. I've been saying the DM.
Places.
What's the DM? Dominican what?
The DM is direct message, honey.
Oh, I just been hollering DM, honey. Oh, it's the DR.
No, I've only been to DR once. And that was that time. And I only went because of one of my friends.
He said once.
Once. Now, I definitely want to go back because...
You been once?
Yeah, it was definitely a very eye-opener experience because...
But listen.
When you go to other places, you see how the people live, and it's a wake-up call, that you have to be... grateful for what you have because these people in these other countries, they don't have nothing. These little boys was playing, running around, chasing each other in high-heel shoes. That was their thing of fun. One had one pump on, the other one was chasing them with the pump, and they was throwing a high-heel shoe at each other, and all they had on was like some little draws, and that was their idea of fun. So...
And instead of you trying to go buy them some clothes, you over there trying to buy you some dick.
No, I did help some of them out. No, I was trying to get some and I paid for it.
For free.
I was trying to get it for free.
But he got it though. He got it. He probably came to America. He had a passport and some money. He probably over here.
He probably found me on Facebook like, that's that bitch whose passport I got.
Oh my God. Tell people how they can keep up. Tell people how they can keep up with you, Timmy.
Y'all just on social media, the Timmy Two Times, just like how it sounds, T with a TWO, not the two, not the TOO, not the TO, TWO, the Timmy Two Times. Y'all can find me on there. I'm actually on Bigo too, so you can find me through there, and I actually have my link for my bingo. I do a couple different shows. Me and my best friend, we have a show. It's called Hanging with Tim and Fred. Also working on a late night freaky set when we talk about, little nasty things. I'm doing a book reading, a little cooking show, and I actually sew while I'm on there. So I actually have products and stuff you can buy too, so you can check me out on my page. I have some cool book bags to transform into duffel bag to book bag, fanny packs, and I'm working on some more pieces and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay, you got a lot going on. How you find time to do all that? On Bigo?
No sleep. I don't really get sleep is like but I already told myself in order for me to get to the next level, I'm gonna have to start sacrificing some sleep. But I still be hitting that snooze button though.
You got contacts on?
I definitely do. I'm blind, child. I can't see nothing.
What?
You can see them from over there?
They look gray.
You think my contacts look gray?
We got your eyes looking gray.
That's probably because these are a 2-week pair. I think I had them in for a month. I got a backup pair in my bag.
Oh, baby, you should have came at 1:30. Thank you, Timmy. I had a wonderful time in here with you today.
Well, thanks for having me. As always, I definitely appreciate you for all that you do and the support that you give me, because every time, for some reason, you always call me at the right time when I need a little push. You called me last time when I was looking for an apartment. Those bitches were stressing me out, honey. Oh, they were stressing me out.
Yes, because one of them you thought you had gotten in there, had called you, told you no. Right. I said, Lord, my baby going through in L.A.
I'm about to have to be on the street in my car selling kitty cat.
Honey, with your titties. Let me see. You put the cream on. Oh, your titties are growing. Look at them. They filling that suit out. You came in here, it was loose.
Oh, you tried it.
Now stand up, let I ain't see your booty. See the cream working on your booty.
I got a little. It's a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
Don't let the
Oh no, Timmy. Nah, that cream.
No, this is a loose jumpsuit.
No, your booty was itching because that cream that ate through your jumpsuit. You got holes.
Now, George, you were supposed to be on my team. As soon as I said, he gonna say no. Ooh, it's the disrespect. I thought you were just listening.
Child, when you going home? When you going back to LA?
I'm gonna go back Wednesday night.
Oh, Wednesday. I might fly out with you, child.
You coming?
Yeah, let me check the ticket prices, honey.
Come on.
Child, give me
Off the air.
Call my friend, see if I can get a buddy pass, honey.
I mean,
what are the best days to fly with buddy pass?
Girl, what's a buddy pass?
Oh, what they don't have them no more?
Who get buddy passes?
I know Southwest, Deltas. I know Spirit let you fly free. But you don't be on the inside of the plane. You be outside on the wing.
$19.99 still.
Megabus.
They got the Greyhound. They got the little USB port. You can charge your phone while you're in there.
Child, I'll be here. I'll be trying to get. I leave here on the Greyhound bus. I won't get to LA until like July the 3rd.
But just think of all the sites that you go see. Cause baby, I took that Greyhound from Atlanta to Ohio, and baby, the sites that I saw on that Greyhound bus.
We got to get out of here. We overtime. DJ Baker be in here, y'all. DJ Baker coming in at 7. He's going to be here from 7 to 11, and he'll be playing all the hottest artists in the LGBTQI plus community in R&B and hip-hop. You need to do some music. You do sing?
Do I sing?
Yes.
Loving
you could have just said no.
Well, I was going to give y'all my vocals.
We just heard them. You could have just said no. We didn't have to go through all that.
I could change it up, though. Like, I give a little, something, but...
But see that you could talk like that, but you didn't want to stab that child.
Commercial break.
If you get that voice to go with your body when that child had wanted you to. But anyway,
this is disrespect.
What's his name?
Whose?
The one that.
Girl, you so messy, girl. Ooh. And we still be messaging, and I just feel like I don't want to open that door again.
Why, child? You single? Go on. You got some needs you want to be met, honey. Go ahead.
Single again, back on the prowl. You know how they do, how they ask you with another man and they want you back. Whoop, whoop. My ass is fat.
I'm trying to go, George. But this is good for the YouTube channel. Tim. Tim, I love you, Tim.
I love you.
You're going to find love. You're going to find love. God going to work everything out with you and your daddy, and you and your mom, you and your brother. Who the oldest? You or your brother?
I'm the oldest.
Oh, you're the oldest?
We the same height, but I'm the oldest.
Okay. What, he's still in L.A.?
No.
Oh, they in Ohio.
Ohio.
Oh, okay. All right. Any parting words? You want to say anything?
What I want to say is, have a good day, y'all. Okay? Enjoy y'all life.
I was 35 when my life...
Download the WERUradio app. Turn it up loud. Use the shout-out feature to talk directly to your favorite station. It's available in your app store. Search WERU Radio, one word, today.